Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to Cruisnick's Purgatory. I'm your host, Cruisnick X. Alongside me, the beautiful Arya Stormborn.
Hey, y'all.
And tonight we are working on Final Fantasy XIV. Before we do, I just want to say a special hello once again to Seva Wolf, who is watching us on twitch.tv/CruisnickX. He just asked the question, why don't you use video capture? As examples he gave were the Elgato HD 60S or Avermedia. Cannot talk today. And there's a perfectly logical explanation for that. And I will get to that in a future episode of Cruisnick's Purgatory. Long story short, shit's crazy right now, and I'm currently making do with what I have. And what I have is a crappy little netbook and my PS4. So you gotta make do with what you have. When I start rolling in the dough, I will worry about that. But anyways, today,
When we win the lotto.
or when we win the lotto, yes. But anyways, let's not obsess over that. We fall asleep on that bridge when we stumble across it. Today we are going to be doing continuing the path of the samurai storyline for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. And we return to the adventures of the samurai known as Chris Valentine, fresh off of burying his mentor after he passed away after so much. So a lot of questions are raised in these particular since this quest. Since that last quest. Without a mentor, how is the storyline for Path of the Samurai going to continue on? It'll be interesting to see, and where will the travels lead? But let's not waste any more time on questions. Let's continue the Path of the Samurai with the level 60 quest, A Dignified Visitor. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. A woman had come calling on Musasai at the inn. Judging by her appearance, she's a compatriot and a samurai. At that time, I couldn't bring myself to break the news to her, but in hindsight, perhaps it's best that it came from you anyway, seeing as you were Musasai's pupil. The visitor is in front of the quicksand. You'll recognize her by her dignified air. Alright. There she is. You appear to be a samurai, yet you are not of our land. May I ask who addresses me? That you should be Master Musasai's pupil. Tell me, where might I find him? Let's see. Somewhere in Thanlan, about 6 feet deep. Is that the way of it? Words cannot well express my sorrow. I had the honor of being acquainted with your master in the past. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Makoto of the Sekisegumi. Ours is the peacekeeping force of Kugane, a port city in Hingashi. I journeyed across the seas hoping to meet with Master Musasai, but it seems I must settle for paying my respects. Might I trouble you to show me to his resting place? The Silver Bazaar, you call it? I am in your debt. Let us away then. Okay, this is probably one of the few times I'm ever going to use a Chocobo Porter because I'm feeling particularly lazy. Thankfully, it's a 1-minute ride. And it only costs 15 gil, so it's not like I'm losing much. Plus, I turned off the mount music so that I'm not bored to bloody tears. Alright, let's refresh. Much better. Up. Man, what a crit!
There is no mistaking your blade work. Indeed, Master Mususai trained you. Forgive me for standing idle as you fought, but I had to make certain that you spoke the truth. Master Mususai seldom took on pupils, you see. But any doubt I may have harbored has been utterly dispelled. Now then, let us continue on.
Yeah, considering you made me waste 15 gil when... Now I gotta run the rest of the way to the Silver Bazaar. Because I forgot I had a keyboard for a second there. Oh, so there's Musasai's grave.
A beautiful ocean view. He will surely be at peace here. As you may know, Master Musasai had one other pupil before you. Ugetsu is his name, and he is wanted in Hingashi for the murder of countless dignitaries in the Bakufu, our nation's government. Though his weren't the hands that wielded the blade, Master Musasai created the killer, and in the eyes of the law, he was deemed no less responsible. As a samurai, he was expected to commit seppuku in order to atone for the crime, but he refused. As a result, he was branded a craven in Hingashi. But naught could be further from the truth. Master Musasai fled not because he feared death. This I knew in my heart. And beholding your blade work, I know now what it was that he sought to do. He wished to make amends by training a new pupil. Such was the shame he felt. Death was not sufficient atonement. Nay, the only way he might know peace was to begin anew, with a worthy successor who would bring him honor. Know that Ugetsu is no common killer. He is a notorious insurgent who seeks to tear down the status quo. No few samurai sympathize with his cause, and every day more rally to his banner. For a time he remained in hiding, but our operatives report that he has recently resurfaced in Kugane. By all indications, he is poised to strike a heavy blow against the Bakufu. 'Twas for no other purpose but to petition Master Musasai's aid that I journeyed here. Alas, it was not to be. As I came, so too must I return. Alone. My thanks for showing me here. Brief though it was, 'twas an honor to meet you.
Oh, she doesn't think that she's just gonna go up to Kugane without us following, huh? Fool. If she knew anything about adventurers... Time to go back to the Adventurers Guild and speak to Musosai. Hello, Momoziko. You took her to see Musosai? Doubtless he was happy to have a visitor, and one from his homeland besides. So the wayward pupil is up to no good again. It's certainly worrying, but there isn't much outsiders like us can do. We can only hope that Makoto and her comrades will triumph over this Ugetsu. I'll let you return to your business, but pay me a visit from time to time, you hear? It's lonely without the old man around. The next samurai quest will be available for Momozigo upon reaching level 63, and we already know the rest of it. So, we've completed the level 60 quest, and it's time to embrace a new adventure. Can't wait to see what lies ahead for us, but until then, that's going to be it for this episode of Cruisenix Purgatory. A special thank you to Arya Stormborn for joining us.
Yeah.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live at PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams and videos the moment they air. And be sure to subscribe to me for exclusive access to Cruisenix Purgatory. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode. And click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Cruisenix signing out.